Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. I am the Maritime Warrior, joined by a clean-shaven big boss.
It's coming back in there, but I'm back after a couple of weeks away from the podcast. I'm back.
We got the Magic Man with us.
I'm here.
And unfortunately, Mark is still here.
Still marking out.
Still marking out. We love Mark. We love
even
all you guys.
Even more than normal. He's been marking out a lot lately.
Oh, dude, he saw himself in the mirror and he's like, "Oh wow, I do have a chance."
Fucking love that.
All right, so before we get started, Big Boss, floor is yours.
Here's the thing. I told the boys I was going to be on StreamYard at 6:45, and then around 6:45, backstory. When I got home from work, I went outside and barbecued some food, and then around 6:30, my mom went out to barbecue some food. So the dog was outside with my mom and dad and them, and the other dogs. So my mom comes to my door right around 6:45, and she goes, "Colby's got something stuck in his ass. Can somebody come out and get it?" So right when I get ready to run upstairs, I'm like, Jesus. Now anybody that knows me, I'm a health worker, so I always have some gloves around. So I go and grab some gloves and chase my dog around the backyard. Which, if anybody who knows me, I'm not a runner. So Colby is a runner, though. So I whipped some what I think was grass that he ate out of his butt and grossed Tracy out pretty solidly. But that's not the way that I planned on finishing my Monday night. So sorry that I'm late, boys, but I'm here.
I was later than you because I literally got on when you were bringing everybody on. So
Corey, little Corey, is the reason the grass was in there in the first place. That's why he was late.
He probably stuck the grass up the dog's ass. That's a weird fucking thing to do, but that's fine.
I'd rather not go around any dog ass, but for the sake of comedy, I guess. So, we're going to get started with a New Breed Wrestling Ground Zero. On the VIP, Sydney Sweetie beat Justine Ward. On the main card, Bobby Boyette beat Chizenko. For the Fighting Spirit title, Sebi successfully defended against Dawson James. Oliver Hansen, he beat the Explosion Kid. Fuck, I went blind for a second there. I apologize.
Outside chance Corey just had a stroke, folks.
I was just thinking the same thing.
That was a combo. That was
I literally, like, all the words left the page right there. For the NBW tag team titles, the Ghost Ricky Mortis and Ryan Storm beat the Rodeo Rockstars to win the titles. So we'll get into that in a second. And in an open challenge for the NBW Heavyweight Championship, Bad Thad Howitt beat Riddick Stone. Riddick Stone back in the territory. Let's start off with the tag titles. We've been wondering what would be the first title for Ricky Mortis. I don't think anybody had this one on his bingo card. Nope. Ricky Mortis finally has a title. Thoughts on this, Mark?
Hey, good for him, honestly. It's like you were saying, like, we weren't expecting it. We were thinking probably more like IHW tag team titles.
That's what I was thinking too.
Maybe the Fighting Spirit Championship,
even
stuff
the
like
Northern
that.
Star and North Pro. I wouldn't have been surprised if he would have beat Dawson James. I think there's a better story to be told.
Me either. Dang it. I was into that match, man.
They swerved us, man.
I'm surprised by this, but I'm happy, man. I'm happy for them. They're well deserved.
Absolutely.
It's weird how it's like Bizarro World in New Breed because these two are feuding in IHW.
That's right.
Maybe over the tag team titles in IHW, and here they're tag team champions. And I never got over the fact that Ricky Mortis looks like a young Ryan Storm.
Yeah, you're right, eh? No.
You could have the Durnings versus the Storms. I bet Nick is listening to this and he goes, that's not the father.
I thought you were talking about Nick Strong. Like,
that's what I was thinking at first. I'm like,
let's make it a triple fucking 6-man tag here.
I'm talking about
I knew exactly who he meant.
Papa Mortis.
Yeah, I love Papa Mortis.
Nah, he's a great guy. I love hanging out with him. I was half expecting the New Breed Wrestling title to change hands. I'm okay with Thad Howitt retaining. Against Riddick Stone, is Riddick Stone back in New Breed for good, or is this just a one and done? He's kind of been almost semi-retired last few years since the pandemic.
I don't think it's a regular thing, man, but he's back for one night at least.
Always happy to see Riddick Stone. I always got along great with Riddick Stone, had a lot of conversations with Riddick Stone. But yeah, New Breed Wrestling, I don't know when their next show is going to be. Also, Sebi successfully defending the Fighting Spirit title, like double champion still. But New Breed Wrestling, if you're in the area and they're coming to town, check them out. They do good stuff.
Absolutely.
Lutte Prestige. We have Chevron versus Rick Owens going to a double countout. Matt Strong beating Pat Persuasi. We have Zane Valentine beating Hunter Sampson. Stormy Hale versus Salem Wilder ends in a double pin. So I believe this was for the women's titles. Not really 100% sure, but
sure.
Continues the storyline. Scott Lee Crew beat Larry Horowitz. Patrick O'Neal, he beat Nick Strong, not Papa Mortis. And in the main event for the NBWA Prestige title, the big bad LG, Mark's favorite, successfully defends versus the one Spike Esty. I think it's a look into the future with this main event. I wouldn't have been surprised if Esty would have won this title. He didn't, and I'm fine with it. Just lost the tag titles. Give him a little bit of more matches, and he'll get it eventually. Logan Green right now, there's no room right now. Chevron just won the River Valley. Rick Owens is still the NBWA heavyweight champion. I don't see Logan going back to the tag division, so him holding on to the Prestige title, I think, is a great move.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I don't see him losing it anytime soon, but I do believe, I think Spike will be the next champion.
That's what I'm feeling too. Mark?
That makes complete sense. I mean, here's the thing. I think even for the titles, the longevity, like how long it goes, is kind of in the air right now with how everything is placed. To how I see it, because like there's guys that could go up to the big title, there's guys that could keep competing for like that mid card title. It really depends. Like they have 3 titles at this point, so like there's plenty of space. There's no rubbing. How do you say that? Rubbing elbows.
Watch what you're rubbing there.
rubbing weenus.
That got weird.
Fucking Corey, eh?
Me? You're the one that said it.
I said rubbing weenus, not rubbing. You know what?
Jeez, I got even weirder.
You ever hear what a weenus is?
It's your elbow.
It's not the elbow.
It's the skin on your elbow. Whatever.
That's right, Corey.
What a fucking weird podcast we're doing here. 8.5 minutes in. I've worked all day. I thought Logan Green at this point, he was so red hot. I felt he would have been like the heavyweight champion by now. I don't think he's ready just yet, but I don't think he's that off. I think 6 months from now, a year from now, if he has that big yellow belt, I don't think any of us are surprised.
No, I think it just takes time to develop the story. That's all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not going to give him the title just to give him the title. There has to be some kind of story to make it worth his while. So I think once that gets developed, then you'll see the big yellow belt around his waist.
Speaking of the big yellow belt, before we move on to the final show of the weekend, Chevron versus Rick Owens. You were talking about weenuses and rubbing elbows. Well, Chevron just won the River Valley title. Now he's opening up the show with the main guy, the top dog. The River Valley title is a stepping stone title. He's another guy. I don't see him as River Valley champion long, because I think they want to just propel him to the heavyweight title as soon as they can. Because I honestly feel that Chevron might be one of the best in the Maritimes right now. He's top 2 or 3 in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's, as far as heels go, I think he's just ahead of Logan. I think he takes the yellow belt before Logan does.
Agreed.
Know what I was about to say, though, about him? I think he's more of a tweener. You can see him as both.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
his
know, man.
flexibility.
He's a heel to me, just the way that he comes out, his attitude, he's brash.
A cool heel, though.
I mean, I like him a lot,
yeah.
but he's definitely a heel. I also like a double count out protects him a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of logic there. So
Absolutely. So that was Lut Prestige.
One more thing.
One more thing. Go for it.
Happy first birthday to Logan Green's penthouse diggity dog, turning 1 years old.
1 year old.
That's how you say
Plural, right?
That's right.
That's how you say it in San Luis.
There you go. He's from
Thank God
Santinas.
I'm not from there.
So the final show of the weekend, UCW. Funny story. So I always ask New Scott for the results. And he sends me the results, no problem. This time he goes, I'll have more details. I didn't realize you wanted that for the episode. So, big thank you to New Scott. On the VIP, Dryce Durning beat Ryan McGrath by DQ. Pete LeBlanc jumped the ring. Dick Durning makes the save. The UCW GM announced Mustafa Ali will be there on July 18th. And he will be issuing an open challenge for the TNA International title, I believe it is. And on the main card, we had Rudy Lockhart beat Max Power. For the Atlantic Canadian title, Dayton Cameron beat Deuce with David A. Boyce. Jonathan Cross beat Robbie McAllister. The Durnings beat AWOL, and in the main event, Channing Decker beat The Blade in a hardcore match. The Blade of AEW fame. Mark, you're probably the bigger AEW fan here. Having someone like The Blade versus Channing Decker, pretty big. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh, hell yeah. And, the guy is... he'd been gone for so long. I don't even remember what it was... what was going on. I think he was injured. But, especially since we haven't seen him, on AEW in such a long time either. The Butcher, he's been touring with his band and all that.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there. I'm happy to see him come around to the Maritimes. I think, we'll put, we'll give him his money's worth, I guess, to bring him out here against
monies?
Channing Decker. Dude, Channing Decker's a main event machine.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
He puts it on the line, man. So, if he wants a good match, he's got it right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the blade was out for a couple years due to spinal fusion surgery.
Yeah.
So I think it was in 2024 he went out and he just returned. I think 5 months ago back into the swing and into training and stuff. So yeah, it's cool to see him freshly back into the scene and making the Maritimes one of his stops. So it's cool. And like Mark says, Decker he's golden. He's money. He doesn't matter where he goes.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a showcase. He's a main event guy, regardless of where he goes, whether it's a regular match, a hardcore match, and anything in between. He's gold.
You don't see many regular matches with Decker. So
A lot of in-between matches.
I've seen one, believe it or
from
not.
in between to the hardcore side.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, 2 days in July is the name of the song that we're going to give for Dave Boyce in Spring Hill, and then the following night, UCW. Just huge cards in Nova Scotia in July.
Yeah.
Super cards as big as it gets for the Maritimes for my money. And then the next night, you got a cage match. Bananas.
Speaking of that cage match, after the match, JP Sims and Dave Boyce, they jumped Channing Decker. After the match, GM Kevin Daniels announced a steel cage match for Summer Explosion on July 18th. JP Sims versus Channing Decker.
It's going to be nuts.
Man, are we making this show? Is this something that we need to discuss?
We'll be in Spring. Yeah, I mean, we'll discuss it. We'll be in Spring Hill the night before. We don't miss a super card.
Yeah, no, Supercard, I think we can't miss that, but fuck. This is like shaping up to be.
We don't miss Supercard, but fuck.
I don't know, UCW. They're really turning a corner, in my opinion. Here,
I agree.
I think one of the reasons why UCW isn't on our radar as much is because we can't see it live.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
why is
probably.
North Pro and IHW the two promotions that we like look the most at? Well, they're right in our backyards. You know, it's either in Moncton or in Miramichi.
So what you're saying is we need to move to Dartmouth.
Yeah.
Not a chance in hell.
Bryfield.
Spryfield. Dartmouth is Kaizen, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
Or the Trailer Park Boys.
Till I die.
But yeah, I haven't seen a UCW show since like last July, so it's been a minute.
I've never seen a UCW show in Nova Scotia. All the UCW shows I've seen, which I believe is one, the 2018,
all of them,
all one of them was the
Ones.
2018 Pete Dunne Tyler Bate show at the Lions Club. Like Sabotage was on that card, Covey Christ was on that card, and I was not into maritime wrestling. I didn't hate it, but I just wasn't following it. And the dude that I was with, I was like, who's this guy? Who's the guy? Who's this tag team? Now they're my favorites.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's what opens your eyes again. So
Yeah. Thad Howard had the Thad Harry Howard gimmick, taking on Madison Miles. And the one spot I remember from that match is she took double fist right into his chest and just ripped out the hair.
Oh,
Just lovely. And that's why he is now
Lord.
bad.
oh.
Even made him blind.
Yeah, right. Oh,
So-
imagine.
UCW, like we just said, July 18th. This one's really can't miss. Really can't miss. And this was a hell of a card.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
missing your heavyweight champion, and you're missing your tag team champions. So, you know, that's the sign of a company that's perfectly fine when you can have your main event draws not there, and then all of a sudden, Channing Decker is the main event draw for UCW as well, though. Like, he's been there a lot.
He's a main event. Like I say, he's a main event draw anywhere he goes, and he hasn't been in the Maritimes a whole lot in the last couple of years. He's wrestled a couple times for Wrestling in Windsor last year.
UCW's been there a few times this year.
Couple times this year. I think he was in ECPW this year, but other than that, like, we haven't seen him around. So people are willing to travel to go see him, right? So it's good for UCW. It's good for the companies bringing in talent, especially somebody like Channing Decker, because people have seen him in the Maritimes before. They know what he's like. They know what he can do.
We've talked about the imports, the August Artois. Channing Decker's one of them, you know.
Oh, I mean, he's probably at the top of that list. Like, he's really made a name for himself here. Like, I mean, when it was Burke era North Pro, he was at almost like every show. He was part of the woodwork at that point. I was at the Capitol
Even
Theater
before
watching
that.
him jump off the balcony. Like,
Even before that, the UCW Burke era that was coming to Moncton, Channing Decker
Yeah.
was all over that.
yeah.
So that was UCW. We have a boatload of shows coming up this weekend.
Oh.
One IHW Jason.
Ones. Mark says
Ones.
it's ones.
Ones. We the ones. Isn't that
We the
what
ones.
Roman Reigns would say or something like that?
One show this weekend, Saturday, June 5th, IHW Time Stand Still in Miramichi at the Miramichi Kingsman Club. Doors open at 6:30.
Okay, are we done now?
Okay, well, just give me a
Been
second.
going on long there, Jason.
this. Four matches have been announced. Hunter Sampson versus Matt Chevron. I think this is
Nice.
going to be a great match. Butter Love versus Kirk Obey. Salem Wilder versus Stormy Hale. They have been wrestling all over the Maritimes against each other this year. Feud continues. And for the IHW Honor title, Fantana will be taking on the big bad LG Logan Green.
Love it.
So, it's,
If they have another crowd like they had the last show in Miramichi, you know, the last show was beyond sold out.
Yeah.
It was
And-
sitting on a window ledge, sold out.
That was us.
Yeah, buddy.
And IHW has just started announcing a bunch of shows that are coming up. They're going to be at the East Coast Comic Expo coming up soon.
At the Moncton Coliseum.
Moncton Coliseum at the
It's a full
Comic
Coliseum show, man. It's going to be a wicked one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're there. They're going to be in Bucktooth soon.
It's my neck of the woods.
St. Martin's.
Oh, yeah.
St. Martin, so they're going to be all over the place. Definitely keep an eye out because there's going to be shows nonstop. Summer's coming. There's going to be shows every weekend, probably from next weekend right straight through till like September, October. So
This is the fun part of Maritime Wrestling. When the summer hits, around May, usually we get a bunch of shows, but by June, it's on. So
there was, I think, 17 shows in May.
oh, maroon.
Yeah.
We love it. We love all of you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, buy the shirt. Be the ones. The ones.
The ones. We the ones.
Oh, the one shirt there on the website.
The ones shirt. Yeah, there's plenty of them, but there's only ones. Other than that, anything else?
Nope.
We good? We good? Then we will all see you in 7 days. Until then, take care, everybody.
Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. We drop new episodes every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Atlantic Time, so make sure to join us each week. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and also listen to the episodes and interviews on all your favorite podcast platforms, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. And if you want to support us even further, grab one of our t-shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees. Just scan the QR code to get yours. Until next time, thanks for listening and supporting Maritime Wrestling.